What's going on, everybody? My name is Jay Ray. I'd like to welcome you to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to be talking about changing out the motor on my air conditioner unit in my RV. If you've got a Dometic unit on your RV, then this video is for you. So my air conditioner in my RV stopped working. I've got the cover off. You can kind of see what's up inside there. I'm thinking that the motor might be bad, the blower motor, because I could spin the blades. It's kind of hard to see up in there. It's kind of dark. But reach up there and spin the blades. Oh, it kind of spins free. But I've changed the capacitor out with a couple different capacitors and it still doesn't work. Let me show you what happens with this air conditioner. So I set it to 2. It's working this time. It doesn't always work though. Usually what happens is the blower does not come on, the condenser does. Since it's working this time, I'm going to shut it off and try it again. Okay, I'm going to try attempt number 2. And of course it's working since I'm recording it. Let's try it one more time. I'm gonna go back and shut it off. Turn it back on. It never does this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's working this time. I'm going to wait a few minutes because sometimes it would blow for a little bit and then it will stop. I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if it stops. Oh yeah, it sounds like it's dying right there. Yeah, hear that? That's what it normally sounds like. So I'm going to change out the motor and see if we can fix this issue. So this connector right here is one that goes to the motor. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that first. It's just got a couple of squeeze tabs on it and then pops right off. Now I'm going to have to go up on the roof to do the rest of the work. This video is going to be a little bit raw, but we got 4 screws on this cover to take out. 2 on each side. They're just short little Phillips head screws. Make sure you set them somewhere you won't lose them or step on. Sorry. And then 1 on each side and 2 on the front. Tools that I think I'm going to need for this job, but we'll find out for sure. Here's the motor on this press unit. Got the same model number, same motor. I'm hoping I can get this one. Just pulling up on this phone. Now we can see the whole motor with the blower cage for the inside. The outside there. So it looks like we can access the whole thing from the top here. So hopefully it won't be too hard job. I've seen some other videos that look pretty simple, but this is what we're working on changing out right here. It's just this motor. I did not order new blades for the outlet and the inlet, so hopefully I can reuse these. It looks like there's just a little clip right here. There should be one on this side of this lower cage that I can remove and get this going. I'm going to start with trying to take off these nuts right here so that we can pull the motor out. You want to make sure you turn the power off before you start anything. I've got two breakers labeled AC in my panel here, so I'm going to turn them both off. And it doesn't hurt if you've got more items turned off than what it says. Probably just turn off the main, that would be fine. Since we're not currently staying in the RV, turning the main breaker off is probably the best thing to do. That way you make sure that there's no AC power going through any circuits at all. I do apologize for the wind noise, but this is the best day that I had this week to try to do this. I've already off camera removed the nuts that were on these 4 bolts holding the motor down, and I removed the 2 screws that are holding this cover on. This is where your electrical connections are, and it's also where the capacitor is. I'll show you that here in a second. So there's the capacitor. And what we need to do is figure out which wires go to the motor so that we can disconnect those. They come around here to this side. This is the connector that I pulled off from inside. I guess I could have done it from up here, but I pulled it off from inside, and it runs through, looks like some caulking or something over here on this side, some kind of sealant. So I'm just gonna pull that off a little bit, try to get it out of the way. It's pretty sticky, you could probably reuse that. Alright, so I'm going to try to get this blower cage off. Not sure if you can see down in there. See that one screw right there? Looks like it's a 5/16. I'm going to see if I can get that off real quick, and then get this one off as well so that I can take those fan blades off. So I can't quite get in here with my nut driver, so I'm going to have to go get a socket or a wrench to see if I can get on that nut to loosen this up. Alright, so I got both. I got a wrench and a socket. I'm going to try the socket first and see if I can get that to work. Because for me, that would be the easiest thing, is to use a ratchet and a socket. Hope I don't drop this stuff off the roof. little bit at a time. That's all I can do. Alright, now I can move it with my fingers. There's a clamp that came off of that. Set it here. I don't know if we'll need it. Yeah, I probably will. It's a new motor didn't come with it. Okay, so that's sliding off fairly easy. I've got a wire that's holding me back from moving this motor out, so give me just a minute. I'm going to try to cut this zip tie and see if it's one of these wires. So now I've got both the blades off. I'm going to have to work on the wiring. So this connector right here is a 2-piece connector. It should come apart. Might have to stick a screwdriver up in here to push on the tabs to get this apart, but it should come apart fairly easy, hopefully. Stick a screwdriver in there. I've got another small screwdriver put on the other side. Let's see if I can. I'll do this way. Guess it's going to take some fidgeting to get it to come off. So what I did was I replaced the wires one at a time in that connector, pulled the old wire out, pushed the new wire in, and then I put the other part of the connector on. So I'm going to get ready to pull these wires out, the old wires, and then I'll just tape the new wires to the outside of this black jacket when I'm done. Okay, I lost the washer somewhere, not sure where, so I'm hoping that one of these will work. That's what I got. I'm going to start with a medium sized one and see if that'll work. Looks like it fits pretty good, as long as it'll be small enough for this nut, the nut won't slip through it. Okay, it looks like it worked pretty good. Sometimes you just got to use what you got. Yeah, I think we're ready to go ahead and put the cover back on this and then go downstairs and test it. First thing is turn the breakers back on. Alright, now we're going to turn the air on and see what happens. Of course, it's blowing pretty good right now. I'm gonna give it a few minutes and see if it continues to run good. Hopefully this solved our issue. So this is the longest that the air conditioner's run in several months. Of course, we haven't been using it every day, just every once in a while. The last couple of trips that we've taken, we've had to use just the air conditioner that's in the bedroom. Of course, it still got kind of hot out here in the main space, so it's pretty nice to have this air conditioner working. I'm going to let it run overnight and see how it does. Hopefully it will still be working tomorrow. It's the next day, and I'm happy to report that the air conditioner is still working. It's doing well. Cooling off the space. Of course, I need to find a filter. That's the only other issue, is that the cover for the filter broke, and I need to find a replacement for that. So, but for now, it's working. I'm going to find a filter that we can use to put on there temporarily if I can't find the one that's actually made to go on there, because we're going to be taking this for a trip hopefully next weekend. So we'll see how it really does in the real world, but for now it looks like it's working and our problem is fixed as far as the motor not blowing on our air conditioner. My name's Jay Ray. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future content from my channel. And if you really enjoyed this, go ahead and share it with your friends and family, anyone that you think might enjoy it.